Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's second video, doing JMA Friday for today's second video. So as was on a Friday, we're having a look at the weather from up ahead with the Japanese and the CFSB2 models, and I shall get on with that for you in a moment. Just say that first, video today was our 6-7 UK weather forecast and a 10 to 14 day out with all of the regular features on the way later on today as well. Please like, share, subscribe on all of today's videos and content, and thank you so much everybody for doing that for GavsWeatherVids. Thank you so much everyone. We're going to start off with the week 1 500 millibar height anomaly from the Arctic and the North Pole view down from the JMA. So this, of course, is the North Pole just here. Then we've got the wider Arctic circle around there. And then the mid-latitudes are through here. Blues extrapolating to below average heights, which is low pressure. Yellow, orange, and red to above average heights, which is high pressure. I'd say we can break it down into week periods. First week period takes us from today, the 6th, through to the 13th of September. So the next week looking unsettled with the JMA, a trough of low pressure elongating through the North Atlantic into west of Europe. High pressure pulled out into centre of the Atlantic as well. Jet streams down here somewhere. So looking, looking unsettled, cool, and maybe quite wet in the weekend. Week 2 also looking very unsettled. This will be the 13th, 20th of September. Quite deep low pressure in the Atlantic with a strong westerly jet stream coming through as well. So both weeks 1 and 2 looking really mixed there. Week 3 and 4 will be the 20th of September, 4th of October. Still looks pretty changeable, I think, pretty unsettled. Low pressure in the North Atlantic and to North of Scotland. But it's a little bit more high pressure though, building to the south. As it's a 2-weekly anomaly, it could be transitional. So it could be something like week 3 is still very unsettled, and then week 4 starts to shift towards high pressure maybe into early October. But overall, I think for the 2 weeks, still looking rather mixed actually. So this is how things look in terms of the tropical and the mid-latitude view. We can't see Greenland, Iceland, Scandinavia, the Arctic, all those areas off the chart up here. However, as we have a look at that view down, we know roughly what's going on. So, the week 1 500 millibar height anomaly, a reminder of it, looks unsettled, doesn't it? With low pressure through the west of Europe, high pressure out in the Atlantic as well. It's cooler than average week because we are on the cool side of the jet stream, in fact, so temperatures below normal in the weekend, particularly so for more northern regions. And rainfall-wise, above average, especially for England and Wales, perhaps a little bit less so for Scotland and for Ireland. Week 2 is the 13th to the 20th of September, looking unsettled again, low pressure in the Atlantic, heading in to the west of Europe. Temperature numbers recover a little bit and go slightly above average, so average to ever so slightly above there. But it goes even wetter, and most places coming out with significantly above average rainfall through that middle part of September. And then weeks 3 and 4 will be the 20th of September to the 4th of October, with low pressure get away to the northwest, high pressure down to southwest, and winds are coming in from the west a little bit like that. Temperatures lifting up a bit more, going into the yellow shading for England and Wales. That's 1 degree above average. It is still, however, quite unsettled with above average rainfall. Right, well, that's the JMA done. Let's have a look at CFSB2, see how that's comparing. Again, these are 500 millibar height anomaly, so we're breaking down into week periods. The first week period takes us from the 6th through to 12th of September. So the next week with high pressure again out in the Atlantic, low pressure through the west of Europe. Good agreement between the JMA and the CFS. Looks unsettled in weekend. Good agreement for week 2 as well. 13th to the 19th of September with low pressure dominating from off the Atlantic. And then we move through to week 3 which shows a change. It's the 20th, 26th of September. Higher pressure then beginning to build to the west of the country. Maybe still some sort of trough around here, so perhaps transitioning to something a little bit drier. Could be quite cool, but I think with that still. Could be cool with winds coming in from the northwest. And then week 4, it's the 27th of September to the 3rd of October, with higher pressure again through the north and the west of Europe. Probably lower pressure out here, maybe putting a bit of pressure on the high pressure on the anticyclone there. But it should still be most settled and probably quite warm. So temperature anomalies for week 1, slightly above average for England and Wales, and cooler out to the north and west. Week 2 is a cooler than average week. It's the 13th to the 19th of September, with below normal temperatures then. Week 3 is the 20th, 26th of September. About average temperature anomalies, slightly above. And similar is true for week 4 as well. The 27th of September to the 3rd of October. Roughly close to average, slightly above with the temperature there. And as far as precipitation goes, so it's dry than average to the north, wetter than average to the south for week 1. Week 2 is wetter than average in all areas. This is looking like a particularly unsettled week, 13th to the 19th of September. Both JMA and the CFS agreeing about that. Week 3 will be the 20th September 26th. Average, possibly slightly drier than normal. And then maybe going back to something slightly wetter for week 4, 27th of September, 3rd of October. Might start to shift back to something slightly wetter. However, it's weakening signal because we're 4 weeks away. So as ever, we'll see and time will tell. Right, okay, we are done. So if you've enjoyed this JMA Friday, please do like, share, subscribe, and search everyone for doing that. But just a snapshot of what the model is showing. Could look different when we look at it again next week. And you'll find out tomorrow at 10 AM what the ECM has got to say about all of this when we do the EC 42-day forecast for the UK and for Ireland. Well, I'm going to be back a little bit later on. You take the 14 day, come back for that shortly. For JMA Friday, for this week, that's all for now. And thanks for watching.